Alright, so not quite sure how this video is going to turn out yet. That sun is brutal, I can see that.
Turn right on White Oak Drive.
Sorry about the GPS, but I'm going to a place I've never heard of in an area I am not familiar with. Well, actually, I guess I have heard of it if I'm going there. Go to the junkyard.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on Forest Drive.
I'm going to a junkyard in Maryland. But Eric, haven't we already gone to a junkyard in Maryland with you? Yes. That's a great question. You have. But this is a different junkyard. This is a big junkyard. If I remember, I'll take the screenshot or actually I saved the photo of one of their maps and I'll add it into this video. It's a big mother. And I don't plan to holy crap, it is about an hour away. Okay. So I don't plan to ramble on for an hour. That's
turn
just
right
not
on
what I want
Forest
to
Drive,
do.
then turn left.
So I want to let you know that, hey, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm doing. I want to get back to some technology videos soon. I'm hoping.
Turn left on Old Pennsville Auburn Road, then turn right.
Right now, I have both of my fake GoPros in the truck. I have a Cabela's hat, and I have the hat mount for the one GoPro. So until I plan on shooting some video.
Then take the ramp on the right.
I need to stop at a Walmart, however, and grab an SD card for the other GoPro. But that's not a big... Oh, I forgot to turn on the dash cam. I don't know if I'm going to use any of this dash cam footage, but I'm going to have it. So there hasn't really been a whole lot happen. One thing that I want to do, and I might do videos today, I bought an amplifier. Actually, I
trashed south toward Delaware.
I trash picked an amplifier, a car amplifier, and it's an old school amplifier from 1997 ish. And what I don't like, or I tried to get it to come up on. I mean, I got it to power on, but I can't get... I tried it with a couple computer power supplies, and it's just... It draws too much power, just cuts it down. It's an old school one, you know, back before they had proper MOSFETs. I'm doing 70 past the cop and 50. And he's still sitting. Okay. I guess I will go that way. Hopefully there's a Walmart or... Actually, I know that I know where there's one about 20 miles north of where we're going. But, we're going over the Delaware Memorial Bridge right now. Another thing I plan on doing is, I want to do some exercise. I want to get some exercise, a little more exercise than I have been getting. And, I'm thinking of some ways to do it that are pretty cool. There's a place near me called, well, actually it's not near me, it's about 15 miles from my house. It's called the C&D Canal. And I did a video a while back of driving over that bridge. Well, they allow you to walk over it and also ride a bicycle over it. And there's also quite a bit of that's where I'm looking for, like trails there too, that I could either ride a bike or walk across. In fact, the one GoPro is currently mounted in the way I would do it with a bicycle. My plan was to hook this to the sway bar on this Envoy and take it for a quick rip around town. Like, it wasn't going to be a serious video, it was just going to be like, look what I did. Oh, that's Peter's Griffin laugh. So, turns out the sway bar on this thing is monstrous. And, it didn't fit. So, I ended up not being able to do that. And I'm like, I don't feel like getting under here and trying to find a better place to mount it. So, they have this, they have the tolls. What they're doing right now is they're repaving the toll booths, and they're putting in new equipment, so that, for the Easy Pass. And while at the same time, directly on the other side of this is 95, where they are in the process of adding new lanes. They have to close other lanes, so 95 is pretty much closed. Well, not 95, but it's down to 2 lanes where it was 3, but it's going to be 5 lanes when they're done. And it's just, what I think I'm going to do is the dash cam footage. I'm using a standard dash cam this time. What I think I'm going to do is just, if there's idiot drivers, I'm just going to add that footage in, or maybe do a idiot drivers video separately, because I'm driving an hour each way. I'm going to find idiots. Ooh, I think I'm only using an 8 gig card, so I'm probably going to miss quite a few. So I hope
keep left to I-295 south.
I don't have any laptops with me either. To be fair, once they're done building what they're doing here, it's going to be nice, but man, they've fornicated a lot of things in the process. And they're doing really thick blacktop. Wow, I didn't notice that before. So that should last longer than. Like, one of the things, I think I have some viewers in Germany, I'm not sure. I know I definitely have some in the UK. But like, if you go to the, like your standard highway in the United States, the pavement is anywhere from 9 to,
keep left to I-95 south.
9 to,
keep left.
like 9 to 13 inches thick, roundabout. I could be wrong on these numbers.
Keep
But like, if you go to the Autobahn,
I-95 south, then keep left.
the pavement that they use is upward, I think in some areas, as much as 3 feet thick. It's definitely is a nice thing when you have pavement that's thick enough to handle the
I-95 south.
Especially when you have that kind of speed. Because we, over here in the U.S., I actually thought the average speed was 65. A lot of areas I've been to, like when I went to go visit Madame Roy, most of his area is a 55 zone. And that surprised me, because most of where I live is 65. I mean, I'm sure you can tell just how horrible this area of 95 is right now. This is concrete rather than blacktop, and in a lot of,
right to
and now we're on blacktop. But like all those the dumps, that was where they've patched the concrete with, where they've cut out sections of concrete and then patched it with blacktop. So, let's see where I'm going, because I don't know if I want to. Alright, 9 miles, I'm going to need to make a left, so I guess I don't need to cut over as much as I thought I did. This person is doing what? Yeah, this area here is a 65, and the truck in front of me is doing
Continue on 995.
61. And I turn my turn signal on, and this person goes to whip around me, then they just like stop, or not like stop, but they just stop passing me. And, 75 right now is definitely sufficient. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I'll stop complaining about drivers right now. But, yeah, so, that is what it is. Crap, my brain just stopped on me. I'm really not liking this latest update to Android on my Galaxy S6. Facebook is practically unusable in most cases. It's just absolutely horrible. And to be honest, like I would rather, how'd I say it to my wife's uncle this morning? I said I would rather wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney than have an iPhone. But this because I was talking about, he has a Galaxy S8, and I gotta tell you, sitting on a table, I can't tell the difference between that and a iPhone right now. It even has a square home button, and it's on screen though. But like, I looked at this thing and I'm like, could they make it look more like an iPhone? Like this is, I don't like that. Too much. Looks way too much like an iPhone. And they, I don't like the always on screen thing. You know, I don't know if there's a way to shut that off. I mean, you know, the hardware, you know, the hardware button for home, yeah, I could probably get used to not having that. That's, you know, that wouldn't drive me that insane. Hey, look at that. People just randomly decide to start driving. I was going to do this earlier, but I did not feel like fighting 95 rush hour traffic on Friday. So, I know at some point here I'm going to have to, oh wow, we're only to exit 3 right now. But, at some point I'm going to have to go through another toll booth, and I might try to tell the GPS to avoid tolls on the way home. Screw it, I'll let make it. Tolls I don't mind paying. Taxes on the other hand. But yeah, I am looking for a couple of things, but I mainly just want to go and wander around and see what's out there. They have a huge selection of trucks there, apparently, or a huge section of trucks. And there's a couple of things I'd like to find for this. First of all is door panels. I know you've heard me mention that before. And a few other things. And let's see. There's a privacy thing, or I don't know if you call it a privacy screen, but it's a a cover that it's a roll-up cover that goes in the back. I'd like to see if I can find that. I don't care if it's the right color or not. Just like I don't care. Actually, with the door panels, I don't care if they're wood grain because I can change out the parts from these door panels that are not wood grain. Because most Envoys had a wood grain interior. This has like a fake-ish carbon fiber look to it. And I don't dislike it, but I don't really like it either. It's just there, it works, whatever. And that was a factory option apparently. Yeah, because I was telling a customer at work yesterday, he has a Trailblazer, which is the same thing as the Envoy. And I was telling him, I said, hey, he had the whole mirror knob ripped off. I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know, I have an Envoy, and you know, my price at AutoZone with my discount was over $70, but it was only $40-some at the dealer. He goes, oh, well, I paid $5 for mine. I'm like, well, where is yours?
1.5 miles. Keep left on I-95.
And said that he said, I paid $5 for it. He goes, I don't know where I put it, though. And he was telling me about this junkyard, so you can see how seriously I take junkyards in less than 24 hours. I'm on 95 South going, hey, I'm going to the junkyard. I posted on Facebook right before I came here. I'm like, I said, into Tuna, South Park. I'm going to the junkyard, going to have myself a time. Oh man, actually I might try throwing this footage, like some hilly areas right here. It's just, everything's starting to bloom. It's so beautiful. You can't see it right now, but I can. But you'll see it on here. If I remember to get an SD card for the dash cam too. So I need a micro.
I-95.
Need a micro SD card and a full-size SD card. Both 16 gigs would suffice. I don't think I really need to go in for the second GoPro. That's not really all that. I can see that I have a message from my aunt on Facebook on my phone right now.
Continue on I-95.
I am really glad that they fixed an issue on, holy crap, I still have 34 miles to go on 95. But I'm glad that they fixed that one issue, because it used to be every time somebody would send me a message on Facebook while I was recording video, you guys would hear it sting. And I'm glad they fixed that. And because that was really annoying, both for me and I'm sure for you guys. So did we actually just go through tolls or no? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's a Maryland cop, because he's got a laptop open in his car. But we're not in Maryland, so I'm probably going to shut this down before we get into Maryland. But I'd have to know where that line is. But yeah, so I'm glad they fixed that issue, because that was really, really annoying. Yeah, Waffle House. I am hungry. And we're now entering Maryland. So I'm going to shut this off for right now, and I will get back to you guys later. Alright, so that's been a very nice 30-some miles. you know, for you it's
Keep
just
left to
barely a
Maryland
split
24
second.
south.
Kind of want to,
Keep right to Maryland 24 south, then turn right.
I kind of just want to have, we're very close to it, looks like maybe about 4 minutes or 5 minutes. So I kind of wanted to get my first impressions of this place on video. And, man, it feels weird. I gotta tell you, man, this,
turn right on Maryland 24 south.
but, you know, this, you know, when you just have cruise control set at 75 miles an hour in this thing, that is where this thing shines, man. It's like when you're just cruising along and, you know, really don't have any worries.
Mile, turn right on Edgewood Road.
It's very nice. This trip would have been torture both for and in the the Blue S10. You know, that thing is, you know, like, you know, it's more for like backcountry roads. It's not for highways like this. The gear and the fact that it doesn't have overdrive, you know, all that combined makes it pretty brutal to drive like this. But yeah. And what sucks is, like, it seems like the only radio station I can pick up right now is 103.7, which is a country station that comes out of Maryland. I can actually pick it up at my house. And I gotta tell you, New Country sucks. Like, I'm from, you know, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. You know, I'm used to that kind of country. Like I don't listen to the radio much at all. But I wanted to try to save my phone battery for a little bit.
Turn right on Edgewood Road.
And apparently I have to turn right on Edgewood Road. I guess this is Edgewood Road here. Tacos Tijuana. That's probably good tacos.
In 1.25 miles, turn right on Pulaski Highway.
Okay. Right now, I'm not going to worry about getting any new SD cards or anything. Like, nothing happened that's really worth showing on dash cam. If I can't film with just one camera, I'm not going to film at all. So, I want to go ahead and, before I go in, I want to clean out my tool bag, only take in the stuff I need. I'm not gonna. Man, this is definitely a nice area here. I can live here. Oh, this is a one-lane underpass. 12 feet high. Apparently, there's a YouTube channel where a guy lives really close to a bridge. I gotta see if I can find the name of the channel. I'll put it down in the description.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on Pulaski Highway.
Oh yeah, there's stuff that my wife bought in the back. But he lives very close to I guess what they just call this an underpass, and the bridge is like. The bridge is 12 feet high,
turn
just
right
like that
on
one.
Pulaski Highway.
And he, the whole point of his video or his videos is that people hit this bridge almost every day, and so that's basically all that his videos are: people hitting this bridge. It's kind of funny. I haven't seen any of. I only saw like one of his videos.
1706 Pulaski Highway on the right.
And yeah, like I always saw like one. Like I saw bits and pieces of it. But yeah, he films people hitting this bridge. He has like a permanent camera set up.
1706 Pulaski Highway on the right.
So this is about a half mile up on the right. I pass a Walmart, I might stop in and grab an SD card for the dash cam. But ooh, there's a big Goodwill. Guess where we're going next? If you said Goodwill, you're right. And there's an AutoZone right next to this. Wonder what store that is.
In 500 feet,
There's
arrive at 1706 Pulaski Highway on the right.
Alright. I gotta try to figure out how to get in here. Alright, it said it was further up than it was. Oh wow, this place is huge. I'm gonna try to not lock anybody in. Wow, this is pretty big. I'm gonna have... Crap, I need to see if they require you to pay or not. Because if they can put on a card, I will, or if they... So I'm just gonna go see what's up here, and I will get back to you guys later. Alright, so my stupid self forgot to put the fake GoPro in my tool bag before I went into the junkyard, and because I had to walk down the street to a British Petroleum to get cash out, because junkyard has a $2 entrance fee and they don't take card, so I had to go get some cash out from an ATM. I'm gonna try to check out this Goodwill. I tell you what, I spent $100 at the junkyard. Well, to be exact, $99.54. But not too bad. I got 2 door panels I was looking for nearly 2 years, and then I got 2 sun visors from an S10 for a friend who was looking for them. I think I have to go in here. Alright, so I'm going to check out this Will of Good. Hey, BB&T. Anyway, so I'm being distracted. I'm in an area I've never been in, and I'm kind of liking it. Anyway, so I just went there, has a little bit of fun. That is a big yard. It is big. I'm surprised it doesn't have its own zip code. My legs are sore because when you first enter the yard, you're going down at an incline like this, and then you have to walk right back up it to come out. Oh God, I hate these sideways, not sideways, but diagonal speed bumps. But here I am at the Will of Good. So let's see what kind of stuff I can find. I'm not going to spend too much time in there. I haven't eaten yet today. I don't know if I mentioned that. But yeah, let's see what I can accomplish in here. I also got a decent Pioneer CD player out of a Jeep. I like having spare radios around, so you know. And it was $31.23 for the radio, which is a little more than I like to pay, but it's actually a nice model, so I'm okay. I was the door panel. Remember I said something about the mix matching on the door panels? The ones I got do have the wood grain. I might be able to swap out these inserts to the fake carbon fiber. But yeah, it's like not only did I forget the GoPro, but it was there was a lot of people in there. So, all right, well I'm gonna stop rambling and go in Goodwill. Alright, so that Goodwill was a bust. It was a very nice, very big. They had plenty of clothing. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. And as I was leaving there, I see this other place called Edgewood Thrift Center, and they had a metric butt ton of monitors. I picked up a audio cable for a car, but they had. I'm going to share the picture. I took a picture. I sent it to Matthew Roy because, yeah, he's always looking for monitors. Oh, great. In 1 mile, I turned left on the road.
Turn left on Morton Road.
But, yeah, so that place was pretty cool. There was a lot of old people. And
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left
I mean,
on Morton Road. Then
I mean, a
keep
lot
right.
of old people. There's like this old lady, and I think she was like 4'7". And when I say old, I'm gonna say this time she was probably like she was probably in her late 60s, early 70s, and maybe the other way around, early 70s, late 70s. And she was looking at these dresses, and I felt like making a joke, but some people don't take my jokes very well. And I was going to say, but ma'am, the dresses themselves are taller than you. But I figured that was probably not a nice thing to say. I didn't see any SD cards or anything anywhere, but you know, it's like just I'm looking for someplace to eat because it's 12 o'clock and I have not eaten yet, and I have hypoglycemia. If need be, I'll stop at, there's a rest center on 95 where we actually stopped at before, her and I think this is where it wants me to.
Turn left on Morton Road, then keep right.
Okay, I'm in the right lane. I have an old Camaro behind me. Looks like a second gen. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling for now. I'll let you guys know what's going on later. And for a little bonus, I'm going to do a little bit of a food review for you. This is I went to Royal Farms. There was one like right next to where I got off this exit. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to get some food. This is called Spam Slider. It's got Spam. It's got yellow cheese. I tend to prefer white cheese. Unless it's Velveeta. And even that is, yeah. But this appears to be a very good roll. It's very soft. And, well, it's exactly what you'd expect. It's just Spam, cheese, and bread. It's very good. Roll has good taste. The cheese is okay. Again, I tend to prefer white cheese over yellow, depend on circumstances. And almost knocked the other one off to the floor. I added a little bit of mayo to it because I make these sandwiches at home too, and I usually put a little bit of mayo on them just so it's not so dry. But tell you what, this is definitely something I'll get again next time I'm at Royal Farms. They're not exactly close to me. This one's about 50 miles from my house. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back. I'm gonna eat this real quick and get back on the road and see you when I get to Guitar Center. All right, so been to Guitar Center. I got the thing I needed for the church. It's back here somewhere, you can't see it. Got some fuses I need for another thing. Tell you what, man, I'm calling this a video. It's about 3 o'clock right now, and since I did that food review, I decided to get gas while I was at the Royal Farms, and I have put 75.5 miles on this car since then. So I think I owe it to myself to take a little bit of a rest, eat my Burger King, and just have a relaxing rest of my day. The junkyard was a huge success. Donald Trump might even say huge. And I think it's going to kick back. Maybe I'll, instead of using my, I don't feel like sitting in front of my big computer, I'll bring out my Dell, whatever the heck that thing is, and do the video on my laptop. There's some YouTube videos I want to watch, so and watch for a video coming from Madame Roy possibly tomorrow, because there's a package that's going to arrive at his house soon. He knows about it, so that's about it for today. It's been a long day. So, thank you for watching. Have a blessed day, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.